All right, good morning. Let's make sure. Let's do our usual double check. Okay, we got double check. All right. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name's Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, similar places. Try to make a few extra bucks online. I stream usually Monday mornings, around 8 a.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually may start clipping and posting the videos again, see if I can't get some more subscribers that way. But that's my usual thing. It's the one thing I think I really like to be able to do is like, hey, everybody jumps on Ryan's morning stream and talks about stuff. Uh, but outside of that, that's what I do. So this weekend had some interesting sales. Ooh, I gotta grab one more. No, I don't. No, I don't. I was saying something else. I had some interesting sales, profitable sales, and we're going to talk about that. Some okay finds, nothing glorious. Estate sale and garage sale season down here in the South is starting to like it's almost like perpetually estate sale and garage sale season in the South outside of like the 2 months where it's just a little too cold to do it. Uh, so things are starting to warm up a little bit better. So we're going to head toward that way. So that is what we're going to jump into this morning. So first up, I don't remember where I got these, but I think these are independent published, a pair of like vampire novels. These two went for $6. I'm probably not making money, but I need that. I need the numbers. So when I get them out the door, they get off my lists. They stop hurting me, and I need to get some stuff shipped on time. I took a hit or two in the past month, and just need the volume to try to get some things up. Okay, next up. Now I wonder if this isn't something I need to start grabbing when it's $1 or less. Is Ender's Game, but like the 1980s, 90s cover. I need to do a little more homework on it, but this is like the 94 edition, later printing. Hey Kevin, good morning. Good morning to you out in Lackland, Florida. So the author's definitive edition. I'm not sure what makes it different. But Ender's Game, $9.99. Who knew? For a good Ender's Game. So one of the reasons this stays in demand is there's a lot of schools who use it, rightfully so. Everybody should read the thing. So it's worth grabbing and picking up and reading because it's a really good read. Good. It's good about out of the box mentality, that sort of stuff. So anyway, Ender's Game, $9.99. All right, and that's like the two low things that I sold. Everything else was like really good. Next up, this was a little bit of a disappointment. This is the early 2000s Star Wars trading card game. There are some really valuable cards in this set. They're not in this. This is sort of the introductory starter set. None of them are in here. But it was I think it was a semi-popular trading card game that apparently still has some sort of following. And it has some, like there's a Darth Vader card, there's a Luke Skywalker card, and an Emperor card, and a handful of others. Like the Luke Skywalker card is like a $150, $200 card. I actually came across it one time years ago in another set of a guy who must have collected them. But this is just the starter set. It went for $20. And so that's going out. I was happy that sold, but what you really want out of that is that is to find a stack of those with the Luke Skywalker. It's got to be the old set. There's been some other stuff since for Star Wars like that is collectible. The CCG. I don't think it's technically a TCG, and I'm not sure the difference, or if there is one. All right. Next up, another $20 sale. Got this off of the state sale a couple weeks ago. This is the 1936 to 1948 Lincoln chassis parts catalog. But it got rebound. The guy used it a bunch apparently. And he rebound it in this binder setup. So this went for $20 in this condition. OEM original manufacturer manuals and parts catalogs will almost probably always have market value. They're it's like the real mechanic stuff that the dealers had and your local mechanic actually may have had. They're the ones worth getting. So I picked this up. It was a guy who had like a Lincoln Zephyr at one point and like won awards for it. I actually got the awards. Sometimes those sell. So that he had that must have been worth. It was like a really nice house too. So this guy had some stuff at one point. But that's one of the kind of the leftovers from his collection from his Lincoln Zephyr. So that went for $20. So next up, all right. These are, I think this is the second set of these I've sold in 2 months. And this is Piercing the Darkness, This Present Darkness by Frankie Peretti. I would almost classify these as Christian horror. They're really good reads. A pair of these went for $31. I don't know that I've failed to sell this set for less than 25. So this is, to me, this is a bolo, and they're surprisingly easy to find. I think I've sold, since I've started looking for them, 3 to 4 sets of them a year. 25 to $30, easy money. It's one of those I grabbed. I think I've got one of the books sitting around here. I'm waiting for a made for. And fascinatingly, it's hard to get like 10 or $12 for an individual book, but the pair sell really well. So that's something to think about when you're grabbing them. That's why, but I always grab them when I see them, because usually, if you're at a thrift store and you see one, the other is either on the shelf somewhere else or it's gonna turn up later, and you need to go ahead and grab it, because that's what happened with these. So when you see them, grab them, and then like go back the next day because the other one may turn up. Okay, next. This is a find I only knew about because we actually got the thing and used it. This is a me-fold car seat. It has a kid's car seat. It's designed, instead to lift the kid up, it's designed to bring the belt down. It's for, like, I think it said 40 to 100-pound kids or something like that. It's a real neat invention, real small, real practical. Let me see, it really kind of ties up really well. We used one a little bit, and it was fine. Some folks like them, some folks don't. Maybe you don't think it's safe enough. I don't know. This is like fully safe, like whatever national agency authorized legal safe usage. You can use this thing, but you gotta use it properly. You gotta how to hook it. Teach your kid how to hook the belt. Teach your kid how you hook the belt through, and make sure it's set up right. And this went for, I bought it for $5. Sold for 33 including shipping. So, and it sold less than 2 days. So this is an easy $25, $35 sale if you find this thing. So grab that when you see it. Next up, this is another. I actually got this the same day. I got 2 of these, and they sold together. Bibles. I haven't sold a good Bible in a while. I haven't found any that I think were really worth putting out there. But What this see this big? This big is a King James Version extra large print Bible. When I say extra large print, it's like, yeah, extra large print. Uh, the two of these went for $30 shipped. So this was a real good find. This goes into a quick lesson on about finding Bibles. Um, age helps a little bit, but not necessarily. A Bible has to have something for it to have good resale value. Has to have something sort of particular about it. This one, extra large print. I've never failed to sell a large print Bible of any kind. This is King James Version, even. This is not red letter with the words of Jesus Christ in red. It's all black type and no red lettering, and it still went for that much. Study Bibles, good reference Bibles. You look them up though, because there's some that are like inspirational type stuff doesn't necessarily move. Good clean Bibles, very specific versions. Bibles with really nice leather covers. Actually, one of the next ones I find I may keep if it's got a really nice leather cover to it. But that's the type of thing you need to look for. I almost would love to come across a stack of Bibles and do like an instructional video on how to sell things. But that's what that is. Finally, my big sale of the day. This is one of the things I'm really glad I grabbed, and I'm not going to open this up, but if you look there, you'll see heads and hands, Spider-Man, big webs. This is from Mezco, company called Mezco. They manufacture high-end 6-inch figures. Very similar to your Marvel Legends. Your WWE figures are about that size now. And so they manufacture, but Mezco makes them with high-end and interchangeable parts. That's why you have heads and hands. This actually came with a pair of glasses. I think I sold separately for $15 for a pair of action figure glasses like that size. So this bag of Spider-Man parts went for $70. I had a couple of other. I think I had one for Popeye that went for 40 or 50. I've got a couple other of similar stuff up there that's going to go, I think, in the $40 to $50 range. So this was a real good find, and I almost didn't grab them, but then I took a close look at it and was like, I bet that may be worth. It was like $3 a piece for the bags. So it was an easy call once I put a little bit of thought into it. So 6-inch action figures, particularly the accessories, particularly the higher end stuff, do okay. I'm actually a little surprised at how inexpensive the used ones can get, like $5 a figure. Like on eBay and that sort of thing. So it's like you could actually get a collection of really fun action figures for not a lot of money. And it's sometimes when I come across them at yard sales and so I was like, do I really want to sell this? But sometimes that's how it works out. So that's my sales. Real good sales weekend. 8 sales over the weekend, and that's decent for me. All right, quick finds. Jump on that. I think these are going to be okay. These are J Concepts FMAR World Champion. These are RC car, like higher end RC car parts. It looks like these bags are worth like 10 to 15 a piece. I'll probably line them up together because one's like half open. Let's see. This set of this is called. Forbidden Doors. I don't know. This had a very R.L. Stine vibe to it, and then I looked them up, and it looked like they're all like, they go for about $3 to $5 a book, and the entire set of like 20 of them is worth a bunch, and there's like 5 of them in here. So I just snagged them, and we'll see if they move. We'll stack them up. Probably about $3 a piece and round that up. Next up, I didn't even look this one up, but I know this stuff tends to do okay. Eagles of Duxford, the 78th Fire Group of World War II. So this type of thing, airplanes, hyper specific military airplane books tend to do okay. I'm almost thinking that maybe a $10 to $15 book, but we'll see. And what else? Okay. Finally, Dodge hat. I don't know. It was stupid cheap, so I grabbed it. One of my favorite things to get is finding hats. I didn't get that cheap, but it's finding hats for like 50 cents a piece or less, and like finding a big batch of them. Because they can do certain ones do real well. College hats and NASCAR hats do real well in like the $3 range at the flea market. And then you can sometimes flip if it's got something rare or unique, you can throw it on eBay. But I really like finding those to bring out to the flea market sometimes. So anyway, is that everything? Do I have anything else? I think that's everything I want to talk about. That's everything I want to talk about. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you got questions about stuff, don't be afraid to ask. And I will talk to y'all next time.